Listen up. 2025 is not going to be like 2024 for you, unless you loved 2024. But 2025 is going to be the year for you. No exceptions. The year. First of all, let me just warn you, my dog is chewing a treat, hence the crunchy noises. But outside of that, let's get down to business. Why is this year going to be different? Why is 2025 going to be different? Because you are source, you are aware that you are source, and you are done playing games. You are done wishing and hoping. And I've made the wishing and hoping content, but clearly we need to talk about it again because, listen, it's time that you're taking a whole new mindset when you're thinking about yourself and your life and what you expect to experience from reality. But the idea is for you to be thinking as source, not thinking as your ego identity, as source. You're not some tiny little speck of a human hoping the universe throws you a freaking bone. You are God, source. You are that universe. And it's time you start really stepping into that instead of hearing it and thinking of it from a surface level. Because I'm going to keep it real. That's 99% of most of the issue out in the manifestation community is the people not experiencing the life they want. And I'm not even talking if they're experiencing the full manifestations of whatever it is you're manifesting at. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying overall, how you feel from day to day, how you really view and perceive your world, whether you are sitting and playing traumatic and painful memories, whether you are sitting and viewing and waiting for something to show up for you. Nope, we're not doing that in 2025. We are done living our day-to-day life as a muggle bitch. Everything you see, feel, and experience is coming from within you. And let's be real too. I know that it's very easy to get caught up in what you're experiencing in 3D reality, but it is because you let yourself get so caught up where you're permanently staring at it instead of bringing yourself back to the present moment so you can think clear-mindedly and remember your source. And to know that you are God. And to know that if you're not loving what you're experiencing, that it's not something to be frightened of. It's not something to even really be frustrated with. It's happening through you. Through you. Think of 3D reality as a speaker system, and you're the stereo. So if you don't like what you got out here, then it's time to tap into your true self as source. I know it's very easy to slip into that thinking of, yeah, but, yeah, I know I'm source. Yeah, I know I'm God. I know I'm the universe. But my life sucks tits in the 3D. So what good is that doing for me? I still have to show up to a job I hate. I still don't have the person I want to be with. You got to stop telling that story. You've got to stop resonating. You have to stop claiming that. Don't you get it? You're source. You're God. So every time you claim, every time you look back out here and see it as separate, see it as something you're not loving, and you're allowing yourself to be bothered by it, you're claiming it for yourself again, and you're claiming it for yourself as God. Manifestation works. Manifestation is happening all the time. It never stops. Every single moment that you experience is a manifested moment. So you are not waiting. And it's time to drop that thinking. And in 2025, we are dropping that thinking. We are waiting for shit. We are deciding. We are knowing. We're not waiting on belief either. We're knowing. Knowing because we're source. And there's nothing more to that. You are God. You are source. You are the universe. So if manifestation works and you happen to figure out that you are source, why would you think? Why would you even fret over what you desire? Do you think God sits up on a mountain somewhere and is afraid or frustrated with his or her 3D reality? Do you think God is sitting somewhere saying, oh my God, I wonder if I am God. I wonder if I'm ever going to be able to create this or create that. I wonder if it will really happen. Even though I know I'm aware I'm God and I get to decide whatever I experience, but I wonder if. See, do you think God does that? This is the year that you actually know it. This is the year that everything you know about knowing that you're God, it hits different. It's hitting different because you're deciding that it's hitting different. You're deciding that you get it now. You're deciding that you're not going to play small anymore. And if your mind goes back to that place of, yeah, well, I had this mindset last year and nothing happened in 2024. We're not second guessing anymore. We're not looking backward. And I'm not talking about all time is out. I'm talking about when we get into that victim mentality, that victim mindset, that victim state, and we go back to thinking, yeah, we've tried this before. Yeah, I had that good mindset before and nothing changed. No, you got to stop telling that story. I don't care how many times you've started and stopped. This is different. But you have to claim that for yourself. This is the year things really change. This is the year that you experience the life you have always wanted because you know you're God. And when you find yourself getting sucked in, like I said earlier in the video, you got to bring it back. You got to bring it back to the present moment. The present moment as God. 2025 is the year that you essentially stop trying to manifest and you actually step in as knowing you are source and you start living as source. You start living as knowing that this is going to be different. This is the year of your success in whatever area of life that you're manifesting in. This is the year you're done trying, and now you're doing, you're being, you're knowing. Quite frankly, this is the year that you are unbothered with meaningless, tedious, menial bullshit in the 3D. You're done. We cannot be bothered with negative horse shit from anybody this year. We are only allowing in positive vibes, or at least at minimum, the mindset of I get what I fucking want. That's all we're tolerating in 2025. But you got to accept that, and you have to know that and choose that for yourself as source. We won't accept less. We won't have a conversation in December of 2025 discussing how you're bummed out that this didn't work and that didn't work. We're not doing that this year. This is the year that we are starting the year off with the mentality of this is the year of success. This is the year of abundance. This is the year of success in every single area of your life. This is the year you're never going to forget for only good reasons. And I meant what I said. We are not bothered with things that drag us down, things that make us feel sad, things that make us feel angry. We can't be bothered with this shit. This is the year of being not bothered. Can't be bothered. No time. I'm busy being God. I'm busy being the creator of my reality. That's what I'm doing. That's what 2025 is for me. I'm busy, bitch. I'm busy. I'm busy manifesting my best life. I'm busy having what I want. I'm busy. Booked, busy. And if your mind just went to that logical place of, well, it didn't work before, Kim. Didn't work before. You know why it didn't work before? Because you probably spent too much time looking out there and looking for it. And some of you, not all of you, some of you already had the expectation that it wasn't going to work. And the other chunk of you, look out there, and if things don't look word for word what you expect them to look like in order for you to be okay, to trust that it's working for you, if something doesn't make sense to you, you automatically assume that this isn't working or that you're doing something wrong or you're still questioning yourself. How many times, and let's be real here, okay? Nobody else is seeing you watch this video right now, so let's keep it real. How many times have you questioned your own ability to manifest? How many times have you questioned whether you're doing something wrong? Maybe you're just not manifesting right. So you go searching for somebody else in a video to tell you how to manifest. And then at the end of the day, after you're watching 100 of their videos, you realize they're just saying the same regurgitated bullshit that the 100 other channels you just got done watching were saying. The information is not new. The information is not going to fucking change your God, your source. You can be, do, and have whatever you want, whatever you want. There is no judgment on what you want. Your God. Every part of you is God, and every physical part of you is a manifestation from God. You are unconditional love. And that is the only thing you really need to concern yourself with. Everything else will show up. But when we go looking and we go judging and we put conditions, is that unconditional love? Is that God knowing he or she is God? I have to go look to see if it showed up? No, that's what we're doing different this year. That's going to be the one thing you do differently. You're not going to continue the habits of the version of you who doesn't have what he or she wants. We're done with the bullshit. Do I need to say? We are not in the waiting mindset. We are not in the wishing and hoping and begging mindset either. We are in the knowing. It's going to be a repeat in this video. Knowing you are God. Period, done, dusted, knowing. And I think this should go without saying, but we are not chasing. We are not chasing anyone or anything. We are not chasing. Kings and queens don't fucking chase. Kings and queens know their authority. They know their royalty. And from a loving place, expect to be treated like such. Not us being wimpy bitches running out and begging for love. We don't do that. God doesn't beg for love. You don't have to beg for love. You want to know why you don't have to beg for love? Because you are love. You are unconditional love. It's time to know it. So here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do in 2025. We're going to decide. We're going to decide who we want to be, and we're actually going to be who we decide to be. And if we find ourselves wavering away from who we want to be, we're going to bring ourselves back to the present moment. We're going to come right on back, clear our mind, and make our decision again. And we're going to do our best to detach from 3D reality. Think of it as, do you honestly think the God, the universe, whatever you personally believe in, do you think it's staring out and looking, oh, did my manifestation show up? Oh, Does this mean it's working? No. No. So then why would we do that? If we are aware that we are God or source, why would we do that? We do that when we are believing in the separation of that. We are believing in the identity. As in, example, Kimberly. Kimberly goes to look. But the real, true, unconditional self manifesting Kimberly doesn't. There's a difference, and it's time for you to start stepping into that God self. You're going to live as if you are who you claim to be. And you do not need anything out in 3D reality to tell you you are that. And listen, don't be too logical. Don't be that logical smartass who is manifesting to be a millionaire and then has the comment, well, I just can't exactly go out there and start, blowing all sorts of money, Kim. I'm not a millionaire yet. No, but you can walk around with the authority inside yourself that you are that millionaire. You can claim who you want to be now, because doesn't matter what you're manifesting, is an energy. It's a state, and you can be who you want to be now, right? The stereo system needs to play before we hear the shit in the speakers. So yes, you can be that now. Everything you want, whether it's a person or not, is energy. Everything you're experiencing in your reality is nothing but manifestation, manifested reality. Every single one of us is connected to the same consciousness. It's time for you to grasp it. It's time for you to know it, and it's time for you to start living like that, knowing that's who you are and not questioning everything. And I meant what I said about the staying unbothered. We're done. God, we are so done with bullshit. We don't have time for the drama. There's plethora of amounts of drama in the 3D that we don't need. We can't be bothered with that because we're busy living our best lives. Yeah. So we don't get entangled with garbage out here anymore. And one of those entanglements is the constant questioning of yourself. It's time to sincerely know thyself and love thyself. This is different this year, guys. You're claiming it for yourself. This is the year for you, for me, for anybody. This is the year we thrive in 2025. And no matter what you experience, big or small, we're going to celebrate that shit. And we're going to celebrate that shit because we know we're God. We're going to see those little wins or those big wins, whatever you want to call them. We celebrate them and thank ourselves for them. We thank ourselves. Why? Because gratitude is the easy ass way to get yourself into the so-called God state. And I'm calling it so-called because every fucking state is a God state. Do we need to split hairs on this? Everything is a creation of God. So all states are God states, okay? But gratitude is an easy way to get you into the state of flow, okay? Most importantly, we're going to start enjoying this. We're going to stop seeing this as work or extra shit we got to do. No, this is our new way of life. So we're going to start enjoying it. Yeah, it's fun being the boss of everything. It's fun knowing that we can have whatever we want. It's fun. It's fun and exciting to know, oh my God, I'm source. Oh my God, I'm God. I really can experience whatever I want. All the things that I thought would never be a part of my life, I'm going to get to experience now. I get to have it because I say so. Isn't that fun? Isn't it fun to know that I really don't have any limits? That it doesn't matter if someone out here in 3D really told me I couldn't have something or judged me for wanting that something. Isn't it fun to know that they were just a reflection of my fear and have no business or right to tell me what I can or cannot have? It's the year that I know that. It's the year that I'm aware of who the hell I am. It's the year I thrive. The HBICs, we thrive in 2025. So this is how we're ending this shit. This is the year. Okay, let me just tell you, 2025 is the year that every single one of us, every single HBIC, this is the year we thrive, we glow, we radiate, we step into the knowing of who we are. And this is the year we get it all. And when we get it all, we're all going to come back and show everyone and tell everyone about it, so that those of us who are new to this beautiful understanding of who we are, it is the evidence and the encouragement they need until they evolve to the place where you currently are. So they have that encouragement that, yes, this is real. We are all going to be the examples for them. Because there's lots of people out there who aren't awake yet, at least that's my limited belief. And they need waking up. And you watching this, you're going to be an example. You're going to be a commenter or a video maker or somewhere out in the world, a chit-chatter, sharing your amazing life. And you're going to be an example for somebody on how you got yourself out of that place of fearing and doubting and wishing and hoping. And you started living as who you wanted to be, because you finally understood who you are, and you got your best life, and you've learned how to maintain it, and you're going to be that example. Why? Because you're an HBIC. You're an HBIC. And we're busy. We're busy in 2025. We are what? Thriving in 2025. So if this video zhuzhed you, if this video has encouraged you in any way, shape, or form, I highly encourage you to please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you aren't already. Please share this. Let's bring more people to the HBIC community. Let's wake as many people up as we can. Let's be a part of the orchestration of millions of people waking up and changing their lives and learning to live a life they love. Because we all fucking deserve it. We all do. And this is the year we're going to get it. So on that note, Happy New Year, and I'll see you tomorrow.